I'm kind of tired all the time right now. Is that normal?
In my experience, yes. But I mean, like, yes, in my experience anyway, regardless of fusion.
That sucks.
That does suck.
I want to be able to see you better, even if it messes with the light and the angle. I don't care. Oh. It feels really weird because it's like looking in a mirror, but our eyes don't meet our eyes looking in the camera. So it's kind of like how we normally talk, but also it's nothing like how we normally talk. And that's really weird.
Yeah, I feel that. I wonder if if we didn't have a phone, maybe we'd have like if we had a camera, would we just be looking into the lens right now and not at each other?
You can speak for yourself when you say at each other, but that would be really weird and super triggering.
Yeah, no, that would be horrendous. We'd work through it though.
Yeah, I know. You're really good at that. Loads of stuff that used to be triggering isn't half as scary anymore. Every time I think about anything to do with fusing, I yawn and it feels like it's gonna punch me in the stomach.
Also, very mood, yes. That happened to me as well. That still happens to me as well.
Does integrating information make you just yawn loads?
Well, I know that learning something makes you yawn. That's technically integrating information, isn't it? Maybe, yeah.
That sucks. If I had the choice, I'd want other parts of me to join me in the fusion. I can't tell how old I am when I'm talking. I feel like I want to say 9 or 10 are probably the ages that I am the most. Do you think it's possible to fuse and still be able to switch through my ages?
Well, I was working under the impression that no, but I'm not an expert in this, and every time I think I've got a bit figured out, something really strange happens that surprises us. So who knows, really?
Ugh. It feels really important to me to be a kid. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but it just does. And I don't know if I even have a lot of choice over it because ugh, Valentine's gotten younger before. He's got parts in him that were 18 and he's 17.
We don't know how this works. We don't know how a lot of it works. The only thing I can tell you is that we'll be here with you, whatever happens. And if you start fusing and it freaks you out and you hate it, you'll probably split again. That's what's happened to us. If we've been like, no, can't deal with it.
Hmm.
I think going, nope, can't deal with it, just causes a failure to integrate something, and then
This yawning sucks.
I know.
I'm tired. I wish I could sleep.
Valid. Valid things to complain about. You're allowed to be pissed off with those things.
For a second, when my voice changed, I felt really overwhelmed. It felt like suddenly I could think a load of stuff that I couldn't think before. And like there were loads of different trails of thought that I hadn't thought about or felt about before. And I felt a lot of different things at once. I believed a lot of different stuff at once. And I didn't know, like, I couldn't pick one thing over the other, even though it felt like I believed really opposing things at the same time. Do you just believe loads of different things all the time now?
Oh, yeah, kind of. I kind of, I kind of feel all sorts of ways all at the same time, and none of them. I started really feeling things started going a bit smoother when it was like they weren't at war. Like one belief and one feeling wasn't trying to win out against the other. I could just feel them at the same time and not like go back and forth between them, but like at the same time consistently without one pushing the other out or needing to, or like without thinking or feeling one thing, meaning that I couldn't think and feel something else. They didn't impact each other, they just both were there, or all were there. And still are. Yeah, it's strange because it feels like it used to seem really simple to like I'd work out how I felt about something really easily and the answer just looked super obvious. Or like the right decision or like the right inverted commas way to feel. Like it all just looked really simple, like there was no other solution. Like it just came to me and there was no contradiction and I found it easy to hold a lot of conviction in it. And then lots of fusions and now it's like stuff looks a lot more complicated and I find it difficult. I find some things I still hold a strong conviction in, and I know I'm right. They tend to be things where it comes to morals, ethics, values, identity, and not always in those categories, just they tend to be for me. And then sometimes I just, I don't know what the right thing to do or say or feel is. I kind of have to just feel what feels right. Though that's not always simple. I'm kind of doing my best to work out what that is, what feels right at the time. Journaling a lot to try and work out. Things seem to have multiple ways to be viewed and answers, and nothing seems black and white to me anymore. It seems like there's a very limitless way to approach things and understand things from various different aspects, and it depends which lens or which perspective I'm looking at something from, what level of understanding I will glean from it. And it's not really that any are objectively wrong always, it's just that if I'm looking for something through one lens, I'll see it through that lens and I'll interpret it through that lens. And often I think it's all of them coming together and looking at it from many different perspectives and viewpoints that gives me a way to summarize an answer or what I feel about X or Y topic. It takes a lot more deliberation internally now to come to a consensus. I wouldn't say I'm more like uncertain. I'd say that it takes going through a lot more information and viewpoints and perspectives to come to certainty about anything.
Do you think it'll break our brain if I ask for his perspective as well? I can feel he's not far off, but him getting into the front might really strain us.
I'm willing to try. I don't care if we get if it feels like it's going to go into that impact drill, somewhat dangerous headache. Then we'll just back off. Just try slowly.
Okay. Do I need to ask? Well, I didn't know if you were listening or not. Okay. Well, I kind of know what a balloon would feel like now if it was getting blown up and you're kind of scared that it might pop if you put more air into it, but if you go slowly, it might be okay and just be a really big balloon. Both, actually. I meant with you just coming nearer the front, but yeah, that's kind of how it felt when my voice changed as well. But different because it felt like I was the balloon when my voice changed, whereas I just know how that balloon would feel in the tension of it and the rubber around my head when it's you coming to the front. How does it feel like to come to a decision, I guess, since you started fusing? I'm gonna push you out a little, but I can see if I can have. Um, I yeah, I feel really spaced. But if we practice, maybe it'll get easier. Um, I guess there's a lot that you hold that I can't be around. A little bit incompatible with the memories and the trauma. And I know that, so I expect it to be a little hard. You are in any pain. My forehead feels kinda tense and I feel really spaced, but it's not really bad yet. Do you think you can retain whatever I say? uh, I think so. Right. Volatile, to be honest, is my current experience. Like, I'm used to making a snap judgment. I'm used to being certain, infallible, kind of immediately. That's what's kept us safe. In a lot, not all, that weren't always the tactic, but in a lot of parts of me that is the case. A lot of parts of me that don't fucking agree on everything that we think and feel, so that's a fun fucking time. Jesus shit. It's it's like sort of I'll come to an immediate snap decision about something. Feel very fucking certain of it, very intensely, and then with the same intensity, do a sharp 180 and consider it from that perspective. Sort of get pissed off between the two viewpoints because I ain't sure which one I identify with more, and that don't sit great with me. I like to know what I'm thinking and feeling, and do that another few times in various directions. But like every time it happens, it sort of generates a bit of rage because I feel like as a matter of safety, I'm supposed to be certain immediately in everything I'm thinking and feeling, and I am then pissed off when I hear my voice change. Pissed off when it's highlighted. So it's like a ping pong machine ball goes back and forth between like multiple different bits, fucking lighting up with immediate fucking rage every time it happens. And then coming down to like, depends on what I'm thinking about. It can spin out from there into like the thought of. It depends how I perceive what's happening. Depends how I take what's happening. Because if I go, I ain't set in my beliefs, that's dangerous, and that makes me seem weak or uncertain, or like I don't know what I'm doing, something like that. Then I can spin out into sort of feeling of insanity and weariness, uncertainty. If I can if I can retain the knowledge that seeing things from another viewpoint other than the one I religiously hold is a big fucking trigger, not something I've done. And it's going to take some fucking learning to be able to see things from multiple different perspectives. Then I can sort of take it as practice. I can sort of breathe through it and go over different perspectives, try and hold them all, try and carefully like walk the razor's edge, not reject any. And if I'm having a really good day, maybe remind myself that there ain't an urgency for our life to be preserved anymore, so I don't have to come to a snap decision. I can in fact consider shit. I don't have to immediately know what I think or feel about everything all the time, or what action to take. Then slowly it sort of pulls me towards being able to hold more of these at the same time rather than just jumping angrily from one to the other. I ain't as fused as her. Also, you probably ain't gonna have as rough a ride as a persecutor, so I wouldn't be put off. Thanks. That was really, really helpful. Man, that sounds awful. I hope I don't have as rough a ride as a persecutor. I don't know how you're dealing with that. You seem so calm all the time. I mean, pissed off about everything, but like, way less overwhelmed than that sounds like it would make you feel. It's because everything, overwhelm included, just comes out as fucking pissed off. I'm really impressed. Sorry. But I am really impressed. That's... I'm kinda not sure how you're dealing with all of that. Thanks. I wanna sit around and talk with you. I don't want you to have to go inside. And yeah, it did make the headache a bit better. Now it feels like just a stretched out balloon. I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I know you haven't gone far. I'm still kind of sad that you can't just... I want you to be able to sit out with us. Oh, man, I'm tired. I want to cry. I wish that was something our body thought was safe. I'm scared. I'm scared that if I fuse, I'm not going to be able to be a kid again. And it's like I'll lose that. And I'm scared that if I don't fuse, I'll be stuck. And I'll be stopping the brain from doing what it thinks is best for me. wish I could tell what age I was.
Sorry, dude. That's a lot of really overwhelming shit. It's really big, heavy stuff. It really is. I don't think you have to worry about, like, being stuck or, like, being able to not do something, like holding yourself back. I don't think the brain would let you do that. I think it's always going to work to heal, whatever that looks like for you. I think healing is inevitable. Ominous positivity. I don't think you have to make any quick decisions soon. Think just do whatever makes you feel comfortable right now and whatever feels right to you right now, and we'll just keep doing that and keep trying to make you feel a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more safe, and I think everything else will fall into place as you go.
Thanks. I'm really tired.
You don't have to work it out all now.
I feel a little better after vlogging and talking with you guys. It helps in two different ways. Like, just talking to you guys would have helped anyway, but the fact that I vlogged gives me like a sense of purpose because I've recorded data, and that could be really useful for other people and for us in the future. And it's really hard to remember to record stuff when stuff's going on, so I feel super good about that.
You should. That's an amazing achievement. I mean, just talking and having the conversations is an amazing achievement anyway. And, like, recording it, shit, yeah. Do a ton of work. I'm really fucking proud of you all the time.
Ah, shucks. Okay. I guess whatever every part of me thinks is best for them, I'll do. We'll do. And I really, 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 really hope that means being a kid. And I guess I can. Well, I don't have to be too attached to the outcome. I guess I can. It's scary. I guess I can just let go of controlling what happens and see what happens. And it's not gonna hurt me, even if I don't understand it.
Very, very, very smart. Very, very, very brave.
Thanks. I got good role models.
Okay. Do you want to go get something to eat? And watch something very not serious or something?
I. I'm really sleepy. I wanna go to sleep in the mattress. Not in the mattress, but like on the mattress. I'm done thinking about complicated stuff. I'm gonna sleep on the van mattress.
Have a good sleep, okay?
I won't be far.
Neither will we.